Hey everyone, Case here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. The Whomping Willow! It seemed like we were going to go to this in the last chapter. I believe that has to do with certain groups and including probably Rapek's group with this tree. But we also found out that Dumbledore knows about the Circle of Kana. Shocking, I know. And now we have to talk to him. In case you're wondering, it's not shocking, if you can't tell by my sarcasm. Well, he's not in here. You two got called up here too? No, I just fancied a stroll up to the headmaster's office. Of course we got called up here. It seems Dumbledore found out about our secret organization. And now we're all going to be expelled, and I'll be the most powerful witch of absolutely nowhere. You won't be expelled. I'll take the blame for it. All of it. Don't be such a prat, Copper. Dumbledore already knows we're in this together. I suppose this is the end of the road then. Serves me right for joining up with you two. I regret nothing. If you could, would you have done anything differently, KC? I'm proud of what you've done. We would have stayed out of it. I should have done this alone. First of all, we're not going to get expelled. Second of all, why would we go all this way in this game and then get expelled? And the third thing, you still have a punchable face, no matter if you're going to take the blame or not. I'm proud of what we've done. And what's that exactly? From where I'm standing, it doesn't look like much. We can't expect to just find a secret evil organization overnight. Speaking of which, what did you learn about the creatures of the Black Lake? Actually, our research led us to a book that suggested the Whomping Willow was more than it appears. How so? Supposedly it is used by evil organizations to exchange messages, so I started asking about the Willow. And? What did you find out? Alonzo wasn't familiar with it, and all I got out of Sprout was a confirmation that it's incredibly dangerous to approach. On the bright side, we won't have to approach it, seeing as we're about to be expelled from Hogwarts. So this is a Circle of Kana I've heard so much about. How did you find out, Professor? Nothing transpires at Hogwarts without me knowing it, Casey. Very well then, we're ready to face the consequences of our actions. I think I said this at the end of the previous video. He'll obviously allow us to be the Circle of Kana, but more in like a public way, I guess. Just a guess, I have no idea. A group focused on helping you and your friends cope with your grief is exactly what Hogwarts needs right now. I can certainly hope that you continue with your work and resist the temptation to seek revenge. After all, that is what the Circle of Kana is about, isn't it? Healing rather than vengeance? It seems I'm being called away. Headmaster's work is never done. Well, we're not expelled. Is it just me or did Dumbledore know more than he let on? If he did, we'd be packing our bags right now. We're in the clear, Copper. What do you think, KC? Did Dumbledore seem like he suspected something? He knows something is up. He doesn't know a thing. Yeah, he's pretty oblivious, isn't he? He knows everything. I reckon he knows something is up, but he might not be absolutely certain. Then we better keep it that way. No more blabbing about the Circle of Kana, alright? Lay off, Marula. It's not Casey's fault that we ended up here. Look, what's happened happened, regardless of how we feel about it. All we can do now is move forward. For Rowan. You're right, Casey. Rapek is the guilty one here, not us. That we find Rapek and put a stop to R once and for all. We can tell Dumbledore the truth later, just not until we've done what we need to do. but our only lead is the Whomping Willow, and so far, all we've learned is that it's dangerous. Where do you go from here if you want to learn more about a dangerous thing? The restricted section of the library. We'll just have to get past Pince first. Probably in an hour or two. Or, yeah, 2 hours. There is the restricted area right behind us. But first, we have to try to figure a way to get to it. There she is. All that stands between us and a research into the dangers of the Whomping Willow. And its connection to the Dark Wizard Cabal are. Madame Pince looks like she could be an evil cabal. Look at her. Sunken cheeks, skin like a parchment. And she's so strict with her students. Sometimes I think Pince might be the meanest witch at Hogwarts. That's debatable. You think it's Esmeralda? Why not me? You're always claiming to be the most powerful witch, not the meanest. Who do you think is the meanest witch, KC? Pince is a contender, Esmeralda and Marula can be mean. Rakepick by far is the meanest, but that's not gonna happen. Pince is certainly mean. She's been called possessive, protective, and unpleasant for sure. Once I borrowed a book, and there was this really long list of things she considered unacceptable inside. If you ask me, it was like she was trying to scare us off, but I don't scare easily anymore. So when it comes to Rakepick, I won't stop at anything to bring her down. Sure, as long as she doesn't leave you any firmly worded notes. I'm serious, Marilla. I want to end Rakepick for good. I'm with you, Ben. We all are. We're doing this for Rowan. The Whomping Willow could be the key, which is why we should get to our research. So let's figure out how we're going to sneak past Pince and into the restricted area. We've done this before, when we dealt with the cursed vault of fear that was hidden behind a staircase inside. Right. In the past, students have used creatures or pranks to distract Pince, so she might see this coming. So what can we do to get past Pince this time? Pince may be strict, but she's still a person under all those rules, order, and gruff demeanor. Let's try appealing to her kinder side. Nobody ever asked Pince about Pince. So maybe if we all fire off questions to her about her own likes and dislikes, she'll get befuddled. And then we can toss a distraction her way, and once she's gone, we sneak into the restricted section. That could work. Here's our chance to find out. What are you three over here whispering about? The library is a place of quiet and study, not nattering on. So I'm a damn Pince. You're spot on. Have I ever told you how much I admire the way you take care of this place? Wait, you do? Copper! Oh, right, of course. I mean, we all do. Hogwarts is first and foremost a school, and the library is the heart of a school. Which makes you the protector of the heart. What could be more important? I quite agree about the first part, but I don't know what you say about the second. No one ever seems to appreciate me. Still, it is shameful the way people disrespect the sanctity of the library, isn't it? What are the worst things you've ever seen or done before? What do you hate the most, or even like most about your work in the library? I don't know, man. All I know is that dialogue just kept going and going. We're grateful to you for sharing your love of rules and extreme dislike of rule breakers, Madame Pince. Though you do look a bit out of sorts right now. I must admit, I feel a bit befuddled and surprised that you took an interest in my feelings. Then this might be a bad time to mention that while we were talking, I saw someone running in the margins of a book behind you.
Oh!
Me too. I think they headed to the back of the library. And I saw someone carrying some pumpkin juice near the encyclopedias.
Oh.
What? Why did you waste my time then? You know the protection of the books is my primary responsibility. I'll toss these potential dissectors out myself, and right quick. Oh, she can really go. That was a great idea, Casey. Madame Pince was so befuddled, she didn't even think about leaving us here alone. Or how close we are to the restricted section. Even grumpy witches want people to understand them. Maybe we've been too hard on Pince. Crikey, don't go soft on us now, Casey. And either way, the coast is clear. Let's get to the restricted section and continue our research mission. You think she would be a little bit more wise to that? After all the pranks and stuff, she thinks she would be like, you know what? I think they're pulling a fast one on me. The coast is clear, hurry to the restricted section and look for clues. I think we've been here once before, like we talked about. Look at all these books. We've been here looking for a while already. And we haven't found anything that connects the Whomping Willow with dangerous organizations like ours. So we keep looking. But how do we even know what you read at the Flourish and Blast connecting the Willow and R was accurate? It could be nothing more than some crazy author's theory. That's better than nothing in my book. We waste time chasing false leads, or risking Rakepick getting to the final cursed vault before us. Madame Villanelle wouldn't offer a book unless she believed it was legitimate. Well, good for her, but for all we know, we could still be in the right rubbish. So what do you say? You want to ignore our only lead? Maybe I just want to act. You're not the only one who wants to avenge Rowan. And you're definitely not the leader of the Circle of Connor. All three of us are founders, so let's have it out right here. I agree. We should debate what to do next. Then bring your best, because I'm ready. What? Wait a second. Did they forget that we're in a restricted area? Did we forget that she could come back any second? No? Okay. Whatever you say then. Well, at least we're clear on our different views now, but we still need a sign to help decide what to do next. Wait guys, I may have found something. Does it explain how R is using the Whomping Willow? No, but in a lot of ways it's more important. Take a look. I don't get it. You're just some old student notes on the best words for wands and broomsticks. They have nothing to do with what we're looking for. They have everything to do with it. That's what I'm showing you. I recognize the handwriting. Whose is it? Oh! Blimey, you're right, Casey. These notes belong to Rowan. I hated the way he dotted his I's with a dash. I quite like that. Rowan was an original. Yeah, maybe I'm keen on that flourish after all. I miss my friend. What do you miss most about Rowan, Casey? His humor, his heart, his courage. I miss his humor. And his heart. And his courage. I miss everything about Rowan. But I think his heart was always in the right place. Rowan loved big. Bigger than all of us, maybe. Definitely bigger than me. You can try to act tough, Marula, but we all loved Rowan back too. Rowan is who we're doing this all for. We can't lose sight of that. Not for a second. Even if we sometimes disagree. Which is why we need to avenge our friend and beat Rakepick to the final cursed vault. Maybe Casey is right. Only lead to R is this alleged connection at the Whomping Willow. And we've learned all about it from Sprout, the bookstore, and even here. Then let's start researching and go to the tree. But the Whomping Willow is dangerous, and Rowan would want us to be careful and safe. But what else can we do to prepare? I have an idea, but I have to go alone. Where? To find my brother. If we're going to the Whomping Willow, I need Jacob's help. I wanted to go to Whomping Willow now. And I knew we were going to have to wait. Well, let's hope this works and it is actually Jacob. Time to call in the cavalry. Let's see if Jacob can help me protect myself at the Whomping Willow. Or should I say, Whomping Willow. Romilius! Pip, what's wrong? Has something happened? It's Hogwarts, Jacob. Something's always happening. Especially with Rapick and her Dark Wizard Cabal are trying to pursue the Phonicur's vault. I told you to leave Rapick to me. She's my responsibility. And I told you we're in this together. Ever since you were a Nipper, you've never listened. You're more stubborn than an Abraxian. I'm the one who started this whole mess with Rapick. Why won't you back off and let me deal with this alone? Because this is my fight, because I can't trust you, because 2 against Rapick is stronger. That is true. And it is true that it is Jacob's fight first. But I'm in way too deep now. Rapick wants my head also. It is going to take both of us to win against Rapick, so let's compromise. We both keep fighting against her. If you stop her first, that's brilliant, but I can't quit trying either. See? Stubborn as an Abraxan. Guess that's good. Means you're a fighter. I learned it from you. Still, I'm supposed to be the bigger brother here, but it looks like you've grown up a lot since I was gone. Did the great Jacob just admit defeat? Let's just say I won't stand in your way. The truth is, you looked for me even when no one else bothered.
Hey!
And he didn't hesitate to free me when he found me either. And we're together now because of you. How's Beatrice? I hated having to leave before knowing if she was alright. She's better, because we found her in time. And I'm glad you came when I called tonight, because I need your help. I'm here for you, Pip, so tell me what I need to know. Well, as me, Pip, I do not like this. So it turns out the Whomping Willow may be a message exchange center. For the darkest organizations of the wizarding world, if it's true, there's bound to be clues to how to find Rapick there.
Whoa!
If you go to the Willow, you'll be stomped and whomped for sure. What good is finding a clue if you're crushed before you can use it to find R? I'm betting I can use a shield charm to protect me while I find what I need and was hoping you'd practice with me. You'd be surprised how many witches and wizards can't even conjure a proper shield charm. Rapick taught it to me in secret.
Whoa!
Did she now? Look at that little Pip. You're full of surprises. It was long before I knew she was only using me because she needed a legilimens to unlock the buried vaults. And you're betting that Rapick once taught it to me for the same reasons? Am I wrong? As usual, you're spot on, and I bet I'm better at it than you are. I might be the younger sibling, Jacob, but I've always been quicker than you. We'll see. Protego! That's good, but now that I imagine that I'm the Whomping Willow and I'm coming right at you. Send your shield directly at me and you'll block the branch with Miraculously. Protego! See if I can get a screenshot out of this. That's pretty good. I'm strong, but I'm no Whomping Willow. Concentrate, Pip. This could save your life. Again. Protego. Brilliant! I'm impressed. Reminds me of casting spells in our own backyard. But this time, we have actual ones from Ollivanders, and not just sticks of licorice. We were good even then, but even stronger now. You might be strong, but I'm the strongest. Marula, are you following me? Guilty as charged, but I'm not sorry at all. Even though following you sometimes gets your so-called friends killed. The charm could save both our necks. I can't believe Rapik taught it to you and not to me. Exactly how long have you been watching this, Marilla? Long enough to know that you and your brother both know the shield charm from our ex-professor. Clearly, mastery of the spell runs in our family. Don't sell yourself short, Jacob. Something tells me you're a greater master of magic than your lesser sibling here. Thanks. I think. Besides, you still owe me a duel from when the last time I saw you in Nocturne Alley. But I'll accept a lesson in shield charms instead. It's not easy, Marula. Nothing worth learning is. Good thing I'm the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. I like her. Alright, let's try the charm. We got an upcoming Circle of Connor meeting coming up that I need to prepare for. Then less talking, more teaching. Now let's go. Protego. Way to go, Marilla. You failed right in front of your crush. Who is Jacob? Did we forget about that? She likes Jacob. Marilla, I got your message, but I don't appreciate being summoned. Wait, what are all you doing here? I thought our Circle of Connor meeting was until tomorrow. Marilla called an emergency meeting. The 7 of us specifically. What for? What's going on? You're the one with all the secrets, Casey, so why don't you guess why we're here? Because you're annoyed with me, because you want to thank me, because you need something from me. Which definitely is the middle one. I guess it would be the top one, yeah, but I can't do that, so I'll just go with the middle one and make her more mad. You want to thank me for calling Jacob in for help? And I'm glad you did it too. Practicing the charm with him is going to help me at the Whomping Willow. Thank you. I wouldn't even know about it if I hadn't followed you to the lake last night. I did tell the group about you training with Jacob, and that you learned the extra skills from Rapik. Skills that will be helpful when we all go looking for clues and connecting to R at the Whomping Willow. Wait, you want this whole group to go? All of them? We're in this together. Aren't we, Casey? Absolutely, but if Beatrice goes, I go. I don't need a babysitter penny. And if Marula goes, I go. If anyone here goes, I'll go, because I was invited too. Wait, where are we going again? I chose this group carefully, and with good reasons. Then I'm going to have to hear them, because I'm not sure this is a good idea. It's a fantastic idea. While this Whomping Willow is mashing Marula to pieces, I can just jump in there and do what I gotta do. It's brilliant that you all care so much, and I appreciate the reasons you've offered. You'd be a great team. But the Willow will detect a big group right away. Then we'll get whomped and hurt for sure. None of you teaches all the shield charm. What? No, Marula, it's a hard spell. You're really skilled, and even you couldn't get it last night. So obviously it's something only professors to teach. You mean the way Professor Rapik taught you? Well, it turns out she can't do that anymore, on account of her being a homicidal maniac. Now we're stuck with you as a teacher, Casey, which is rubbish, but what choice do we have? I'm with Marula. We all need to learn, Casey. It's for our own protection at the Whomping Willow. So, you're going to teach us a shield charm now, and then we're going to use it, whether anyone likes it or not. Are you now? Filch! That face, though. It seems Dumbledore was right to have me keeping an eye on his lot. Especially you and Snide, Katie. Professor Dumbledore knows about everything. Yes, this is a support group. Dumbledore encouraged us to get together and chat to each other about our feelings. And I try, but I know you students, and I know all about Dumbledore. And he didn't encourage you to participate in instinct spell learning or casting after hours. So whatever you have planned, consider it cancelled. You're headed back to the same place your day started. Dumbledore's office, to face the consequences. Snide, Casey, march. And we'll see if you two ringleaders can weasel your way out of this one with the headmaster himself. Well, fudge, man. Fudge. And not that one chapter where it was all about fudge. I got a whole group of them out on the training grounds, but these two here were the ringleaders. And they were talking about getting in all kinds of trouble. Were they now? I heard them mention the shield charm, too. And from the way Snide was all bothered and nattering on, they intended to use it for more than practice. You shall let me hang 'em by their wrists from the ceiling. I got chains all oiled up. I have something else in mind, but thank you, August. That will be all. Pity they let the old punishments die out. Terrible children need to be taught a lesson. I know Filcher's grumpy, but is he serious about those chains? I'm quite sure he is, but right now, you should be more concerned about what I'm thinking. Obviously, it's time we had another talk, and I'd appreciate your honesty. Shall I speak first, or would you prefer to try to explain what you've been up to instead? Explain yourself first, hear what Dumbledore thinks first. I'll probably have to hear both of them, so we'll just go with me. I'd like to talk first, Professor Dumbledore, and we owe you honesty.
Oh!
We do? I mean, right, we do. I'm pleased to hear that, Casey. Please have to send us back to our houses? Not quite, Miss Snide. Let's see what else is said. Filcher's right. We were meeting with the Circle of Kana to talk about spell casting. This morning, you portrayed the Circle of Kana as something of a grief support group. But I suspect there is more going on than you prefer to share. Am I wrong? The Circle is about dealing with what happened to Rowan. For all of us. That's not a lie. I'm encouraged that you are dealing with your grief. What happened to Rowan was traumatic for all of you. But as I said, I had a feeling something more was afoot, which is why I asked Mr. Filch to keep an eye on you. When you congregated this evening, it became clear my suspicions were correct. So you had us followed? That's not exactly a sign of trust, Professor. Marula, have you ever heard the story of Pot and the Kettle? You just did the same thing to me.
Oh!
Not the time, Casey. Bickering among yourselves won't help your cause. I hold you both responsible for Mr. Filch's report. Though I do appreciate you not trying to hide the truth from me about the allegation. Speaking up will go a long way to my eventually trusting you again. Still, you're again pursuing perils best left to the adults. And the shield charm specifically suggests you must be looking to get into some kind of altercation. And I can't see that there's any excuse for that. At least give us a chance to explain what we're feeling, Professor Dumbledore. Very well, you may proceed. We miss Rowan, and want to make sure we do everything we can to protect ourselves and others. That's why we're talking about the shield charm. We hope you understand, Professor. I appreciate your passion, both of you, but I'm repeatedly and deeply concerned by your actions. This incident demonstrates that you two still haven't learned to heed my warnings. And I won't have you encouraging other students to join your dangerous games. An example must be made of you. Crikey, you really are expelling us this time. No, I prefer to have you at Hogwarts where I can keep an eye on you and be sure you're all safe. So, I'll be sending you somewhere that I can be sure you have more time to focus on helping out at Hogwarts. and less time to investigate your friends into these dangerous situations. Oh no. Yes, Miss Snide, you and Casey will be spending time in detention, and you're going together. I was really struggling on the voices in the last part here. So there we go, I guess. No Whomping Willow. Dumbledore has found out everything. We kind of figured that he would eventually, because everybody knows everything right now. And we're going back to detention with Pince, washing things, preparing food, all that amazing stuff, I guess. Hopefully we will get a chance to go to the Whomping Willow eventually. It doesn't seem like we're going to be going to, though, yet. Unless maybe Muriel and I go, which could be a distinct possibility. But I guess we'll see, moving forward, in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody.